Hey there again, folks. Me again, Brandon Wenzel, the guy who tries weird things and does videos on them, and then presents them to you, hopefully for your amusement. Hopefully the people who are liking my videos have gotten some views and some likes. Not a tremendous amount, not that I would expect as such, but, getting a little bit of attention. Hopefully that's not strictly out of pity. I'd like to think not. But I guess even if it is, I'll keep doing these for a little while anyway. At least while they still have, some reason to exist, people enjoying them or whatever. So with the way that I've been doing this, I'm doing them kind of in batches because that's kind of the easiest way to do it, where I just sort of, have like a bunch of these things. And so I've had a little bit of a pile over here, so I'm going to try to get through a good amount of these relatively quickly. And I don't mean that I'm going to go over there and limit the review or anything like that, but just I'm going to go over there and, try to get through this batch. Because aside from the fact that, I want to get these things out, I want to have them available, it's the fact that because I believe in a certain amount of integrity as far as doing these reviews is concerned, everything that I'm trying is either stuff that I have never tried or have nenever tried at all, or if I have tried it, I tried it so far back that I don't recall. So you're getting like an actual, my real takeaway. The thing is, these things, I buy them, and then they sit there, and I'm not worried about them going off or anything, because they're filled with preservatives and crap. But I'd like to enjoy them at some point. So these things sit there, and they taunt me for, a week or two or however long. So, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get to some of these. And the first one I'm going to start off with in this batch is... I'm going to go ahead and say that's pronounced Maitre Truffout? Truffout? I don't know. Yeah, I can't really pronounce that very well. But it's Maitre Truffout, sure. Zitronen. Zitronen, the things. It's some sort of chocolate bar, apparently with lemon. I got this from, where did I get this? I got this from the, one of the ethnic sections over in, Jewel. If you're not familiar, Jewel is a supermarket chain in Illinois, and I don't know, maybe other places, but that's where I live. So, apparently it is dark chocolate, which I like. I know dark chocolate is a bit contentious with some people, but I am a fan personally, with lemon-flavored fondant filling. Interesting. Note, it said lemon-flavored. So, there you go. And, of course, all the back is... light and all that stuff. It's all written in, not a language that I can go over there and understand. But it does have the little sticker, because it's got to, thankfully. Starts off with sugar, as one might admit, or one might suspect. Then it's got fondant, which is sugar, glucose, syrup, and water, so more sugar. Cocoa, okay. Liquor, vegetable fat, cocoa butter. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's not looking actually too bad in terms of the preservatives and such. Which, if you've seen any of my other videos, hopefully by then the ones that I did before I'll already have posted up. You'll know that. I am not super health conscious when it comes to these things, but it's kind of interesting to see. So yeah, I saw this over at the Jewel when I was doing some grocery shopping, and I figured, why the hell not? I'll give it a shot. They had one or two other ones, but this was the one that stood out to me the most. And because if it looks like it's basically just chocolate from another country, I'm probably, unless there's something to it, you're probably going to have a good idea of what it tastes like anyway, so what the hell's the point of me doing this? Realistically, there's no point in me doing this anyway. I don't know how much useful information anybody's gleaming from this. Hopefully, if anything, they're just getting a kick out of it a little bit. Or maybe you do. Hey, if you actually do take something away from this, that is fantastic. I do genuinely hope that at least some people will go over there and watch some of these things and be like, hey, the next time you go to the supermarket, maybe a Jewel, you go over there and be like, hey, that, kind of dumpy-looking guy from Illinois with crazy hair and stuff like that, he said yay or nay. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to try this, and we'll see how it goes. Open it up. Oh, it tore a lot. I really couldn't do anything about that. All right, let's take a look. Yeah, okay. So it looks pretty standard chocolate. A little bit different in the design, because there is definitely a standard, very generic chocolate design that you'll see with a lot of times when companies come out with promotional items and stuff, like the Reptar bar they had a little while back, and the design is always the same. So it's clearly coming from either the same company or the exact same mold or whatever. In this case, it's a little bit different, but that might also be because it's a little bit bigger than some of the the Reptar bar and stuff. Maybe this is the generic mold for the bigger ones, because it does look pretty generic. Not that that's a bad thing, just something to note. And let's go ahead. Oh wow, yeah, okay. This thing really wanted to come apart. I was just going to take a little thing, which is weird. It's not super hot or anything like that. It's still 65 degrees out, and I don't have the heat on in the house right now. Anyway, I'm just going to go with this little thing right here. Save the rest for later. Probably put it in the fridge, given how it's holding up. So let's give this a shot. This is the fondant truffle thing with the... Yeah. I'll eat the rest of that wedge a little bit later. Originally, I took it with the idea that I would have 3 bites to work with. 3 individual, one individual section per bite. I don't need it. Not at all. Yeah, as soon as I bit into it, I recognize the flavor. It really does taste like if you've ever had Fannie Mae or any of the box chocolates. Occasionally you'll get a lemon-filled one. That's this. That really is just it. It really does taste pretty much exactly like that. Maybe it might be a little bit better. I've never been huge on those. Lemon is a flavor I enjoy, but it needs to be kind of curtailed. If it's too strong, it tastes like I'm drinking lemon pledge or something like that. That's no good. This one might be a little bit better than some of those, because those are generally, they have a good amount of filling in relation to the chocolate outer. And so for me personally, they're a bit much. They're definitely not a go-to one for me. Not as bad as, say, the freaking coconut-filled ones, because why? Nobody likes those. They just sit there. Just stop. Stop with the coconut ones, folks. Just stop. Anyway, but yeah, this is definitely, it's a notch above the coconut, but it's not much higher for me personally. Not that it's bad, but it's just not a go-to one. This one, there's definitely not there's way less filling inside relation to the chocolate. So I think that helps curtail some of the bite to it. Plus it's a dark chocolate anyway, so it's pretty strong. So, yeah, it tastes very similar to that. But again, that's pretty much what it tastes like. I don't really have anything in the way of a particular... Yeah, sometimes I add on a story or something like that to these. I don't really have one for this. Trying to think if I have anything off the top of my head. Really, the only relation to these type of chocolates, or like I was saying with Fannie Mae, would have been my second stepmom. who she was like a, excuse me, she was a really big fan of Fannie Mae. And she was all sad when a bunch of them started closing down. I don't know why. Fannie Mae's fine. I have nothing against them. Like I said, they're fine. I don't have, but yeah. It definitely was not a huge hit for me personally. But she was a big fan, and they're still around. So, but that's about it, really. I have that story. I could go into a whole bunch of stories about my second stepmom. But I'm not going to do that right now. That would make this like a 5-hour long video. So I'm not going to do that right now. But yeah. So that's pretty much all there is to it. They're fine. If you see them, I don't think they cost very much. I know I had this one. I also had another one that was kind of like milk flavored at one point, like a while back, like before I started doing these videos. That one I actually really enjoyed. This one, like I said, if you like lemon, you like chocolate, if you've had that flavor combination, you'll enjoy this. If you never have, sure, give it a shot. It's decent tasting chocolate. The lemon and stuff, it does its thing. So, anyway, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go over there and close out now. As before, as I said in one of my last videos, I don't know exactly how these things are going to get uploaded. I'm eventually going to come up with a name for these things, and I'm going to go over there and try to have a little bit more of a format if I do it for long enough. But one of the things I always want to do now, starting from one of my previous videos, I want to go over there, wish all you fine folks a great day, great weekend. It's Sunday as I'm doing this right now. But even if it's not on this, because it's definitely not, this definitely isn't going to be uploaded today. I have a bunch of other ones in front of it, but I want to wish you all folks have a fantastic weekend, whether it's this weekend, next weekend, whenever I upload this, and any weekend otherwise. Just have an awesome fucking life, man. Come on. That's, let's do this. Let's do this shit, right? Let's have a good go of it. That's pretty much all I have to say. Like I said, these things, pretty good. And, otherwise, have a good one. I'm going to keep trying stuff, folks. So, let me know if you keep enjoying it. If people don't enjoy it, I will eventually stop doing them. Alright, bye.